Now we'll start 2.4 commercial preparation of sodium hydroxide by the diaphragm cell. This is a new for us, new concept. Some sodium hydroxide is manufactured on a large scale by the electrolysis of aqueous solution of common salt in a diaphragm cell. As we can see in the figure 2.2, Nelson's cell for the production of NaOH is seen over here. The cell is made up of a steel tank, an oblong perforated steel vessel lined inside with asbestos diaphragm serves as a cathode. It is provided with a constant level device to keep the vessel filled to the specified level with the brine solution. A graphite anode is held within the U-shaped diaphragm and it projects into the salt solution. The steam is blown during the process which keeps the electrolyte warm and helps to keep the perforations clear. The chlorine released at the anode rises into the dome at the top, while hydrogen released at the cathode escapes through a pipe. The sodium hydroxide solution slowly percolates into a catch basin. The figure 2.6b shows a simplified version of the cell. In order to understand the purpose of diaphragm, when the electrolysis takes place, chlorine is given off at the anode according to the following reactions. Here you can see figure 2.2, which is a simpler mechanism showing the diaphragm cell. At the cathode, hydrogen is discharged by the reduction of water 2H2O plus 2E minus 2OH minus plus H2 at the cathode. The overall result of the above reaction is that the brine loses its chloride ions and the solution turns increasingly alkaline in cathode compartment. We can face two major problems during the working of the cell. Chlorine produced can react with hydroxide ions in cold, giving hypochlorite ions Cl2 plus 2OH minus OCl minus plus Cl minus plus H2O. Two hydroxide ions may be attracted towards anode where they can be discharged releasing oxygen gas. This oxygen gas may contaminate the chlorine and render it impure. The first problem is solved by using the asbestos diaphragm. This keeps the two solutions separate while allowing sodium ions to keep move towards the cathode. This movement of ions keep the current flowing through the external current. The second problem is solved keeping the level of brine in anode compartment slightly higher. This keeps the direction of flow of liquid towards the cathode and thus preventing the possibility of hydrogen hydroxide ions to reach the anode. The solution that flows out of the cathode compartment contains about 11% of NaOH and 16% NaCl. Evaporation of this solution crystallizes the less soluble NaCl, which is filtered off. The liquid left contains about 50% NaOH and only 1% NaCl as an impurity. For commercial purposes, this small impurity is not important.